Hi everyone, welcome to day 3 of our ivy page. We did the nice berries yesterday, and today we've got quite a simple flower, so I thought it would be fun to have a go at this one. I'm going to try something a little more interesting, shall we say, with it, just because it is quite a straightforward design. Using the Castle Arts pencils as we have for the others. I'm going to start with the Sepia, and I'm going to be working on the centre to start with. I'm going to make it quite a few different colours. I'm going to use the Sepia right at the bottom and then just gently fade it up a little bit like that, and maybe just take it slightly around the sides. It's quite tricky. It is a small space, but it's quite fun as we've got such a little image to sort of play with it a little bit. I'm going to go on to using the, oh, it's not very bright, is it? Terracotta Light. And go over the top. You may want to sharpen your pencils for this to get it nice and defined. This probably could have done with sharpening, but anyway. And I am going to use next the Cadmium Yellow. I'm just extending the area of colour with every colour that I use, a little bit more each time. And my last yellow, I want a more vibrant shade, so I'm going to use the Lemon Yellow. Excuse me. And I'm going to go all the way over the whole of it and then take that up. The idea is that the top will be paler, like that. I am just going to go back in with my sepia and just make the bottom a little more darker. A little more darker? A little darker. I'm going to sharpen it first. I just really want to sort of define the bottom of this bit. Like that. Yeah, there we go. So it's 4 colours just for that very teeny weeny space, but it's fun. We have got the space to do that. Now for our floral, let's do a couple of colours. Let's go from, what's that one? Let's use, let's start with the blue. We'll start with our Prussian Blue in the centres of each petal. And then we'll lighten it down a little bit. So I'm going to fade that a bit. It's quite indigo-y, isn't it? Maybe not quite as black. Just fade it like that for now. I may want to mix it up a little bit more once we put the other colour in. I really want to make sure it's very dark against that central part. I've gone out of the lines, but there's nothing new there, is there? So I'm really looking forward to all the pretty little images on this page and having a go at a few different things using different colours and using these Castle Arts. The Castle Arts, I find, are a nice pencil, but they benefit from being sharp. So I'm just going to sharpen my next colour now. And particularly this little image is going to need a sharp pencil. This is the Sky Blue. I've sharpened it a fair bit. I reckon this lead looks like it's going to wobble. I think it's okay. And I'm going to just try and mix it up with the with the Prussian Blue and just form a graduation in colour. We'll probably end up going back over that Prussian Blue. In fact, I've got a little idea I might try. See if it works out. So just really putting a layer down of this one. Nothing too special at the minute. There's a lot of noise coming from next door. I think my neighbour's having a sort out of his garage, but I don't think you'll be able to hear it. It's not just a bit of crashing and banging. So if you do hear it, don't worry. It's nothing nasty happening. It's not the wind blowing something or someone falling over. Okay, so there's that layer. And now I'm going to go back in with the Prussian Blue. Whoops! I dropped it on the floor. Oh, I'm always dropping my pencils. It's lucky I've got carpet, isn't it? I'm just sharpening that a little more. It's interesting, look how it splinters. Whereas I've got the Castle Golds and the wood on those doesn't do that. So I'm going to start by adding a darker layer at the bottom of each one. I did have an idea about maybe emphasising this dark line here as well. I think I'll do that. It might just look like a little crease in the petal. So I hope everyone's doing okay and you've all been doing a little bit of colouring. I know it can be tricky to fit it in, but try, if for example you're having a watch of a video, do a little bit while you watch. Cobalt Turquoise. I'm just going to go over all the blue and just try and make it look a little more vibrant and fill in these white paper gaps like that. Something my husband does actually, because he wants to make sure he does art every day. Now he needs to sort of remember, because he gets himself distracted with YouTube, but you know, watch me, just don't watch anyone else. I am joking. That he gets distracted by YouTube and even listening to music, watching television. Everything distracts him. So what he does is he leaves a little drawing kit in every place where he might have a few minutes to draw. So it's just a mini kit, so just a few pens and a sketchbook. So say you might have a mini colouring book and a little tin of pencils, something like that, depending on how many supplies you've got, of course, you know, a few pens or whatever. And he keeps one in the kitchen. He keeps one beside where he sits on the sofa in the bedroom, and in his work bag. So he's always got some with him. Now interestingly, this wood on this one looks much better. That's been sharpened with a Derwent mini point sharpener because it kept breaking. So I used that one. And this is Castle Green Deep. I'm going to be using it for the stem. So this is going to be my darker colour, the stem. I'm going to sort of use it top and bottom. And then a different one, a different Castle Green. I think I tried the Castle Green Light. And actually, even though this one hasn't been sharpened with a rotary, the wood is a little better. It seems to be a little bit inconsistent. I think for a budget pencil, that's what you might expect anyway. But I was just quite shocked as to how good the gold were with regards to the ink. Right, I'm going to give that a little dust off and we are done. So it's quite a short one today, but it was nice to be able to spend some time working on the middle, putting more colour into the petals. You could even do a few more layers than I've done. I think it probably could do with another layer of the Cobalt Turquoise, really, which is what I'm just going to do to just smooth it even further out. So you can, because we're only doing one at a time, there's a bit more time to spend, and it's, you know, just 10 minutes can make a big difference. Just getting yourself lost, a little bit of colouring, just for 10 minutes. There we go. So I am done for today. Thank you for watching. I have put together a little playlist for this particular page, so it'll be easy to find all the other videos if you want to look back and find the berries or any others that I've done, or if if I've done any in the future that you miss or whatever, you should be able to find them all in the playlist, which is linked to in the description. So thank you for watching. Have a really lovely day. Try and fit in even just a little bit of colouring, and happy colouring.